What is up, SNEK community? Welcome to DApp Central. In this video, I want to have a laid-back chat surrounding the SNEK token and exactly all the building that's been going on as a part of this particular ecosystem. Now, SNEK has risen to fame extremely quickly beginning in the month of May when we saw the initial pre-sale and the distribution of the token. Since then, there's been a lot of news, a lot of announcements, and a lot of excitement surrounding the token. And as I mentioned, I want this video to be a much more laid back video touching on some of the achievements that the SNEK token has made. Now, this is coming through as a community request, and I've been keeping a closer and closer eye on SNEK, given the fact that they're not just like any other meme token or meme coin that we've seen on Cardano, but they do appear to actually be building right now in this bear market. So if I jump over and share my screen with you guys, what I want to do is take a look at some of the promises that was made by the SNEK team and exactly what they've delivered so far. So it states here, it's been a month since this particular post. Did SNEK deliver as promised? So here is what they've actually promised. And again, this was in the late portion of May as things were really heating up here in the Cardano ecosystem. Number one was a SEX or centralized exchange listing. Number two was 7 different types of burning mechanisms, 2 of which have already gone live. And keep in mind, we're going to dive into all of these things here. Number 3 was an art contest. Number 4 was the recently announced SNEK energy drink. And then following that, we have one item which they have yet to deliver, but seems to be on their roadmap, which is going to be a collaboration with Paima. If you don't know about Paima, they're going to be a infrastructure platform, which has plans on being multi-chain, but you can actually build games on their platform. They just released, I believe it's their second game, but it's a tower defense game, which now has, I believe, over like 4,000 or 5,000 games being played on it. So Paima is also building, and the fact that SNEK is going to be doing something with Paima gives me the idea that they're going to be building some sort of game surrounding the SNEK token or the SNEK community. So now that we understand what they've promised and so far what they've delivered and what has yet to come, I want to jump into a little bit of each of them. So first things first, we're going to touch on some of the centralized exchange listings. If you did not catch all of this news, SNEK was officially listed on MEXC as well as Bitrue. Now, for those of you who are watching this from the SNEK community, please leave this comment down below. But I think there's supposed to be a total of 4 different exchanges that SNEK was supposed to be listed on, but I was only able to find the listing for Bitrue and MEXC. So again, if you know what the other 2 are, please leave that down in the comment section below, and I thank you in advance. Now, what this tells me, again, compared to some of the other meme coins that we've seen launch on Cardano, especially during the same amount of time, is that the adoption for SNEK is a lot different than some of these other tokens. So for example, and I won't name any names here, we had at least 2 or 3 other coins that launched around the time that SNEK launched. However, none of them were able to get listings on exchanges, especially bigger centralized exchanges such as MEXC and Bitrue. So the fact that these centralized exchanges are acknowledging SNEK, again, I think has really played into their favor and has also given them the exposure that they need in order to get picked up by new members that may not have had exposure to them on decentralized exchanges. Obviously, on decentralized exchanges, anybody can create their own liquidity pool, which is why we typically see tokens, especially meme coins, launch initially on DEXs and then they move over to centralized exchanges if they're able to land those partnerships. Keep in mind that those restrictions are also pretty strict. And then there's also a market making process that has to occur where the SNEK community actually has to provide some of the SNEK token to the centralized exchange in order for them to actually provide or be able to facilitate trading of the SNEK token. So that was the first thing I wanted to mention. And again, this has been a learning process for myself. I've really been forced to understand what SNEK is bringing to the table here over the course of the past week. As I mentioned before, I've been getting a lot more requests to cover SNEK. So this is going to be my first dedicated video covering SNEK, and as they build, I'll continue to provide more of these updates. Jumping into the next tab, we have their swaps. So not only is SNEK listed on some of these exchanges, but they're also now going to be allowing you to convert some of the other top meme tokens over into SNEK. On top of that, they've also implemented a ETH to SNEK swap or converter. Now, all of this is being built directly from this team, again, which to me is not necessarily the norm when it comes to meme coins. So again, really showing that they're here to build and they're here to add utility. And their latest swap or converter was for Doge to SNEK. So they have ETH to SNEK, Doge to SNEK, Pepe to SNEK, and I think we also have ADA to SNEK. Now, if you jump over to their official exchange, which is at swap.snekcoinada.com, you can see that they've got over 35 ETH currently swapped on their platform. That comes out to about $65,000 US. Now, we're going to touch on their burning mechanism here in just a second, but as they're getting some of these swaps from some of these other networks, I believe a portion of some of the fees are going towards the SNEK that's actually being burnt, therefore reducing the supply and therefore increasing the scarcity, therefore the price as well. So a lot of different things here at play. And again, it's kind of slowly shifting my mindset as to what they're actually doing and taking them out of the meme coin category and really just putting them into a regular projects category, given the fact that they're building all of these different things. Now, we saw a very similar thing with the Doge network as well as Shiba Inu. They really both came to fruition fully as meme tokens, but as they grew, they began to provide more utility, especially with like Shiba Inu. I think they're building like a metaverse and just doing a lot more. But it seems like once they hit a certain stage and they hit a certain level, they realize that they have to provide more. And I think that the SNEK team has figured this out extremely early, and they've basically have pivoted to just figuring out so many different ways to provide utility to their community. So here, if I scroll down a little bit, we've got ETH to SNEK. If I click on this drop down, we've got Pepe to SNEK. And we've also got Doge to SNEK, which literally launched within the course of the last 48 hours. So how much adoption has this gotten? Probably not too much yet when it comes to Doge, but imagine when we're back in the bull run and there's a lot of meme coin token action taking place, you could definitely see some of these other competitors, right? Maybe wanting to get exposure to SNEK, therefore leveraging something like the native SNEK swap here, which has been developed by the team. Now, the next thing I want to jump into is going to be the energy drink. I did cover this on my channel, and this was one of the things that really took me and I think the entire community by surprise. So they are not only providing their own swap, the burning mechanism, and being listed on some of these exchanges, but they're also now going to be releasing a SNEK specific energy drink. Now, right here, what we have is going to be one particular flavor, but I could imagine that they'll have an entire lineup of different flavors. And if this does well, what else could be coming down the pipelines, right? Now, for me personally, I would think that merch is always, the go-to. A lot of businesses use merch, and we have yet to hear anything in regards to merch specifically for SNEK, but I can definitely think that that will be one of the things that comes down the line if it already hasn't been implemented. Again, I am no SNEK expert by any means, but let me know what you guys know about that down below. Has Goofy and the rest of the team already kind of hinted at potential SNEK merch? If so, I think that could also add a little bit of utility to what they're bringing to this ecosystem. Now, we did also get some additional tweets by the team surrounding some of the testing going on for the flavors. And again, I think that the more the merrier here, but the key thing is going to be that it actually has to taste good. There's so many different kinds of energy drink products on the marketplace. I live in the US. We've got platforms or drink manufacturers like Celsius, we've got Bang, we've got Avalanche, we've got Red Bull, and they all taste completely different. So while this is a huge update, I think the key thing is going to be the taste, and then obviously the cost as well. It can't be outrageously priced. But one thing that would be really cool is if somehow holders could get a limited edition or maybe some limited version of the drink, or, you know, the first batch that comes out. But again, just my 2 cents and my thoughts here as to what could potentially happen. So that was another thing that I wanted to touch on. Next, I do want to briefly dive into their stake pool. Now, if you're not already a member of the SNEK team or the SNEK community, you can head over to their Twitter. From here, they do have a link tree, which I wanted to briefly share with you guys as well, which takes you to some of the platforms where you can buy SNEK, to their chart on Tap Tools. They've got some charts as well on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. They've got an official website, which I just showed you guys there earlier, and they're also available on Twitter, Discord, Telegram, TikTok, and then we're going to jump into their stake pool. So this is the next bit of utility that the team has put forward. Again, all the things that I've already discussed, and then on top of that, you now add a stake pool. Now, this is also going to play into, I believe, their second burning mechanism, which will basically be stemming from the fees, or the rewards, I should say, that they get by being a stake pool operator, going towards burning some of the SNEK. Now, this team has promised a total of 7 different burning mechanisms, and so far we've already seen 2 of them being implemented, right? The first is going to be some of the fees from their native swap being used to burn some of the SNEK, and then the second is going to be some of the stake pool profits or rewards being taken over and burnt for SNEK. Keep in mind that the delegators will still get their own ADA, so it's not the ADA being taken away from the delegators. They still get to keep their ADA, but they do have a 5% margin, and they'll also be earning the min pool cost fee. So the min pool cost is 340 ADA, and then they get 5% of the total amount of rewards based on how many blocks are minted, and they can then do whatever they want with that. So maybe they keep the min cost and they just burn the difference in terms of the 5% margin fee per epoch, or maybe they're burning the entire thing. So again, let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have any clarity. But what really stands out here for me is the fact that they've got 4 whales delegated to their stake pool. And again, it's 25 million ADA, right? I'm a content creator here. I have my own stake pool. I have 5 million ADA delegated, which I'm extremely thankful for, right? But the SNEK team was able to raise 25 million ADA in delegation within the first 2.5 or 3 weeks now that the stake pool has been live. And so they've got over 1,300 delegators and 4 whales delegating over 1 million ADA each. So this is by no means a joke or meme right at this point, but it does seem to be a fully functioning business, especially now that they're securing and protecting the Cardano network through the use of their stake pool. The next thing I wanted to touch on here, again, is going to be surrounding the amount of SNEK burnt, which we can see right now sits at 182 million of the SNEK tokens or the SNEK coins. So they've burnt quite a bit here. And let me actually copy this. And what we're going to do is quickly head over to MinSwap. And let's see exactly how much the 182 million SNEK is actually worth. So we're going to swap. And we're just going to plug in the total number of SNEK that they've actually burnt, which comes out to about $63,000 worth of SNEK that has been burnt throughout the entire life cycle of this token. So quite a big amount. They've traded or swapped about 65,000 of ETH to SNEK, but then they've also burned 63,000 or so dollars worth of SNEK, right? Again, the value here depends on the actual value of the token at the time that we're checking, but right now that is quite the amount. And again, it goes to show the power of this particular community. So I think, let's see here, that will take us through everything we just touched on the burning mechanism. The last thing I wanted to do was just quickly review some of the price action. If I just zoom out just a little bit here, I think it's kind of clear. We did have the initial run up once the actual token launched, and this was the peak. We then had a really big steep fall off with a little bit of FUD and drama here surrounding people leaving the project and certain different things going on. But as soon as we saw the announcement of the SNEK energy drink, which took place around the June 10th to 15th timeline, we saw another leg up. So from down here, let's see, that was about a 290% gain, right? Which If somebody maybe rode this all the way up the first time, and hopefully sold at the top and then got out and waited for a rebound, this would have been a perfect opportunity to kind of get second opportunities into earning on the SNEK token. So we're now seeing another kind of down wave. The team continues to build. This is all in the midst of their recent release of the of the Doge to SNEK, and then in the anticipation of their collaboration with Paima. So I think that is going to do it here. As I mentioned, I'm starting to understand the SNEK community more and more, and I'm definitely starting to give them the respect that they deserve given all the facts that I just touched on. Number one was their exchange listings. Number two was their native swap platform incorporating ETH to SNEK, Pepe to SNEK, Doge to SNEK. What else could be next? Maybe we have Hosky to SNEK. That might cause or stir up a little bit of drama there, but I just wanted to highlight that there. On top of that, as I mentioned, they did have an art contest. We have the energy drink, and we're expecting some sort of collaboration or game with the Paima Studios. So that is going to do it. Again, if you guys found this particular video to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. If you're from the SNEK community and you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And if you guys have any questions for me surrounding SNEK or anything that we talked about in today's video, then make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.